China, renowned for ambitious construction projects like the Great Wall and the world's largest building, plans to build the world's longest undersea tunnel. The Bohai Strait, located off the coast of eastern China near the Korean Peninsula, is one of the busiest seaways in the world due to its close proximity to Beijing. The country wants to build a railway tunnel across the strait that would cut travel times dramatically. The 76-mile long tunnel, 56 miles of which will be underwater, will far surpass any efforts that came before it. The Channel Tunnel that joins the United Kingdom and France is currently the record holder of the world's longest undersea section of any tunnel, but the section is only 23.5 miles. The Changshan Tunnel in Japan, meanwhile, is the longest undersea tunnel at the length of 33.46 miles in the world. Above the sea, Gotthard Tunnel that runs through the Swiss Alps claimed the title of the world's longest rail tunnel when it opened in June, starting regular rail services in December. It is 35.5 miles long. The Bohai Strait Tunnel would beat all of this by a long shot. Although only 101 miles apart, point to point, it takes 8 hours to travel between the port cities of Dalian and Yantai on the either side of the strait. With high-speed trains powering through the new tunnel at speeds of 155 miles per hour, the travel time between the two towns will be reduced to just 45 minutes. When first announced in 2013, the tunnel was given an approximate completion date of 2023 at a budget of 260 billion yuan, which is equivalent to $37.8 billion. When opened, the China Railway Engineering Corporation took over the management. The holding company of the world's largest construction firm, even the company responsible for the tunnel, has the world's largest title to its name. It's impressive, but the project would not actually be the world's longest continuous tunnel. That title would stay with the Delaware Aqueduct, an 85-mile long aqueduct constructed between 1939 and 1944. It carries over 500 million gallons of water per day from 4 reservoirs in upstate New York through to New York City and other countries. The tunnel is responsible for supplying around half of the city's drinking water. The Bohai Strait Tunnel plan is impressive, but it can't quite claim all the world's longest accolades. The cities only lie 170 kilometers away from each other across the sea on land. The journey is more than 1680 kilometers and travel can take about 6.5 to 8 hours. It will be linked with China's high-speed train system Wang Mengshu, and it will mean the journey between the two cities would be cut to 40 minutes once completed. There is another, greener vision for the Bohai Strait. Since Xi Jinping got behind the idea of the ecological cultivations in 2012, conservation has become a much higher priority in China. That set up the building of the national park system, intended to increase the amount of protected land in China and consolidate the fragmented and overlapping existing system. Two possible building approaches are currently preferred. a single submarine tunnel, and a cross-island basin mixing tunnels and bridges to span the Changshan archipelago. Construction on the islands will be necessary whichever approach is chosen, as the single tunnel will require vertical shaft to be dug on two islands to facilitate excavation and ensure safe operations. The bridges required for the mixed approach will affect a large area. Wang Yumai has written of the environmental impact. Large-scale temporary infrastructure and buildings would be built. Machinery would have to be moved about. Construction workers would be walking around. All of this would disturb the ground. Other factors that are worthy of consideration are storage of excavated earth, use of land for construction, noise, water and dust pollution, and pollutants from vehicles using the tunnel. No detailed plans have been made available for either the tunnel or the National Marine Park. The State Council has ordered research and proposals for national park sites and their number and size, but has not put forward plans for specific parks either on land or water. Trials of the national park system are underway at 10 sites, which are due to be considered for formal national park status in 2020. Future plans for national land and marine parks will become clearer once lessons from the trials have been learned. There is still a long way to go before tunnel construction could start. Detailed surveys of local geology and hydrology can only begin once the overall plan has been approved. That will be followed by feasibility and cost studies, and finally a go-ahead from the State Council. An environmental impact assessment will also be needed. The state has not yet fired the starting gun in their case. Wang Yamin, a professor at Shandong University, thinks that both the tunnel and the park are needed, but more data and analysis is required to see if they can coexist. The tunnels needs to be approached very carefully with rigorous formal analysis with wildlife considered and experts involved. Thanks for watching this video till the end, and do subscribe to the channel to get the latest update on construction videos around the world.